messages on Facebook that he's ashamed to be a Pakistani. I say no. I'm more proud than ever of being a Pakistani today because we are survivors. We have had so much to suffer through for somebody else's proxy war for the last 10 years, more than 10 years. We have had to suffer through corrupt leaders. We are survivors and we should be proud of it. These are psychopaths. These are brainwashed ignorance. They don't belong to any religion. They don't belong to any ethnicity, any country. So I'm not ashamed of what those psychopaths did because I don't consider them Pakistanis. I don't consider them Muslims.
Over 148 people, 132 of which were children, were the targets of a brutal, inhumane, and vile attack by the Pakistani Taliban. As a Pakistani myself, who has family there, this really hit close to home.
As obviously on Tuesday, my family was very upset and everyone around us was really upset. But then Wednesday morning, when I went into school, I'd ask people like, did you hear what happened? And sure, there was like a small school fight that happened the day before. It would be like, oh yeah, the school fight. And I'm like, no, on the news. And they're like, the school fight was on the news? And I was like, no. Like in Pakistan, 140 kids that were murdered, most of my high school students and teachers didn't know a thing. It was like really upsetting to know that so many of my peers were just unaware of what was happening in the world, and all they cared about was, what was happening in their world. And on top of that, what happened was this kid actually, although he did know what happened, he had the nerve to joke about to my face, "Hey Ali, did you go to Pakistan yesterday, shoot all the kids, and come back to the US that morning?" Wow. And before I could say a word, I was in math class, and the little bell went off, and it was like ding, and then he goes, "Oh, watch out everyone, Ali's got a bomb, it's gonna go off." And the worst part of all is that, nobody said anything. And instead of punishing him, I decided to take this more as a learning opportunity, and I'm trying to write some more impact statements and share my story so that all people can know that we need to be more sensitive about these kind of topics and know more about the world's problems, because we're all living on the same world and we're all global citizens, so we should start acting like it. Thank you.
Had that same guarantee that they would pick up their kids from school and see them at the end of the day. It was truly heartbreaking. All of the quotes from the survivors, or I know one of the quotes here was a teacher saying that that they had to kill her before they would get to any of the students. And it's not like a Pakistani cause. It's not just for Peshawar. There are kids. It doesn't take you to be Pakistani or to be from that area to understand the pain and the sorrow that the family and the friends and the community are feeling. So just to take that moment and make it a humane cause and know that you can connect with people regardless of your faith, regardless of your cultural background. And so I just wanted to share that as a person that is in Pakistan. I really want to keep the community and the people of Peshawar in my prayers. But yeah, if anybody else wants to say any words, any prayers, the bench area is your stage. Thank you. And thank you to Tahir and Samrina and to everybody who organized this.
For all who mourn and those who comfort them, for peace in our world, for unity among faiths, for a greater appreciation and love for all humanity, for patience and perseverance. Dear Lord, welcome in your arms the victims of the violence of terrorism. Comfort their families and all who grieve for them. Help us in our fear and uncertainty. Strengthen us in this time of need and give us hope of a brighter future. And now we're going to observe 121 seconds of silence just to honor all the lives lost in this terrible incident.